Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck is a poignant novella that explores themes of friendship, dreams, and the harsh realities of life during the Great Depression. This bite-sized video will delve into a detailed synopsis of the storyline, explore the major themes, offer a critique of the novel, examine its historical context, and provide a brief biography of the author. Of Mice and Men is set in the 1930s, during the Great Depression. The story follows two displaced migrant ranch workers, George Milton and Lennie Small, who travel together in search of employment. George is small and wiry, while Lennie is large and strong but has a mental disability that makes him dependent on George for guidance and protection. The novella begins with George and Lennie arriving at a new ranch after fleeing from their previous job in weed. Lennie had been accused of assaulting a woman when he innocently tried to touch her dress. This incident highlights Lennie's childlike behavior and inability to control his strength. At the ranch, they meet a variety of characters, including Candy, an aging ranch hand with a disabled dog; Curly, the boss's aggressive son who is always looking for a fight; Curly's wife, who is lonely and seeks attention from the ranch workers; Slim, a skilled mule driver who is respected by all; and Crooks, the African-American stable hand who faces racial discrimination. George and Lennie share a dream of owning their own piece of land, where they can live independently and Lennie can tend to rabbits. This dream gives them hope and a sense of purpose. Candy, after losing his dog and fearing his own future, offers to contribute his savings to join George and Lennie in their dream. The novella builds tension as Lennie's strength and lack of control foreshadow impending tragedy. Curly's wife, seeking companionship, flirts with the ranch workers and ultimately confides in Lennie. In a moment of panic, Lennie accidentally kills her by breaking her neck while trying to silence her screams. Realizing the gravity of the situation, George and Lennie flee the ranch. George, understanding that Lennie will be captured and likely lynched, decides to take matters into his own hands. In a final act of mercy and friendship, George shoots Lennie in the back of the head, sparing him from a worse fate. The novella ends with George reflecting on their shared dream and the harsh reality of their lives. Slim consoles him, acknowledging the difficult choice George had to make. Themes. The American Dream. The novel critiques the elusive nature of the American dream. George and Lennie's dream of owning their own land symbolizes hope and independence. However, the harsh economic realities of the Great Depression make this dream unattainable for many. The novella highlights the disparity between the ideal and the reality, and the futility of chasing dreams in an unforgiving world. Friendship and loneliness. One of the central themes of Mice and Men is the bond of friendship between George and Lennie. Their relationship is a rare and precious thing in the harsh world they inhabit. George's protective nature and Lennie's dependence highlight the importance of companionship. Conversely, the novella also explores the theme of loneliness through characters like Curly's wife, Candy, and Crooks, who are isolated and yearning for connection. Power and oppression. Power dynamics play a significant role in Of Mice and Men. Curly's aggressive behavior and dominance over his wife, the racial discrimination faced by Crooks, and the vulnerability of characters like Candy and Lennie illustrate the various forms of power and oppression present in society. The novella exposes the harshness of these dynamics and their impact on individuals. Innocence and vulnerability. Lennie's innocence and childlike behavior contrast sharply with the brutality of the world around him. His inability to understand and navigate social norms makes him vulnerable to exploitation and harm. The novella explores the fragility of innocence and the ways in which society often fails to protect its most vulnerable members. Fate and destiny. The theme of fate and destiny is woven throughout the narrative. The characters' lives are shaped by forces beyond their control, and their dreams are often thwarted by circumstances. The inevitability of Lennie's tragic fate underscores the sense of powerlessness and the harsh realities faced by the characters. Of Mice and Men is widely regarded as one of John Steinbeck's greatest works, praised for its vivid portrayal of characters, powerful themes, and evocative prose. The novella's strength lies in its ability to convey deep emotional resonance and social commentary within a relatively short narrative. Characterization. Steinbeck's characters are richly drawn and multifaceted. George and Lennie's relationship is portrayed with nuance and depth, making their bond both believable and moving. Supporting characters like Candy, Crooks, and Curly's wife are equally well developed, each contributing to the novella's exploration of loneliness and marginalization. Thematic depth. The novella's exploration of themes such as friendship, the American dream, power, and vulnerability is both thought-provoking and timeless. Steinbeck's critique of social injustices and his portrayal of the struggles faced by the marginalized remain relevant and impactful. Literary style. Steinbeck's prose is both lyrical and accessible. His use of dialogue and description creates a vivid and immersive reading experience. The novella's structure, with its foreshadowing and symbolic elements, enhances its emotional and thematic impact. Pessimism. Some critics argue that the novella's tone is overwhelmingly pessimistic. The bleakness of the characters' lives and the tragic ending may be seen as overly deterministic and lacking in hope. However, this critique can also be viewed as a reflection of the harsh realities of the time period. Portrayal of women. The characterization of Curly's wife has been critiqued for its limited and stereotypical portrayal. As the only significant female character, she is depicted as flirtatious and manipulative, which has led to discussions about the novel's gender dynamics and the marginalization of women. Simplicity. While the novella's brevity and simplicity are strengths, some readers may find the narrative and character development somewhat limited compared to Steinbeck's longer works. The novella's focus on a specific set of themes and characters may leave some readers wanting more complexity and depth. Despite these criticisms, Of Mice and Men remains a powerful and enduring work that continues to resonate with readers. Its exploration of universal themes and its compassionate portrayal of marginalized characters make it a timeless classic. Of Mice and Men was published in 1937, during the Great Depression, a period of severe economic hardship in the United States. The stock market crash of 1929 had led to widespread unemployment, poverty, and displacement. Millions of Americans, including migrant workers like George and Lennie, struggled to find work and stability. The novel's portrayal of the itinerant lifestyle of ranch workers reflects the experiences of many individuals during the Great Depression. The transient nature of their work, the lack of job security, and the constant search for better opportunities were common realities for many Americans at the time. The Dust Bowl, a series of severe dust storms that devastated the Great Plains, further exacerbated the struggles of farmers and agricultural workers. Steinbeck's depiction of the harsh conditions faced by characters like George and Lennie is informed by his own observations and experiences of the time. The novel also reflects the social dynamics and power structures of the era. Issues of racial discrimination, economic inequality, and gender roles are woven into the narrative, providing a snapshot of the societal challenges of the 1930s. John Steinbeck was born on February 27, 1902, in Salinas, California. He grew up in a rural environment, which later influenced his writing. Steinbeck attended Stanford University intermittently between 1919 and 1925 but did not complete a degree. Instead, he pursued various jobs, including laboring on farms and ranches, which provided him with first-hand experience of the lives of working-class Americans. Steinbeck's writing earned him numerous accolades, including the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1962. The Nobel Committee praised him for his realistic and imaginative writings, combining as they do sympathetic humor and keen social perception. Steinbeck's work is often seen as a critique of the American dream, highlighting the disparities between the idealized vision of success and the harsh realities faced by many. Of Mice and Men serves as a poignant commentary on the economic and social conditions of the Great Depression, shedding light on the struggles of the marginalized and the dispossessed. In conclusion, Of Mice and Men is a powerful and moving story that offers a profound commentary on the human condition. Through its vivid characters, evocative setting, and timeless themes, the novel has secured its place as a literary masterpiece. We hope you enjoyed this bite-sized guide to John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men. Let us know what you think of the book in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe and check out our other videos. You'll become a literature expert in no time.